Hello and welcome to HBM's Crypto-Corner for Wednesday, September 4th, 2019. We have a few things to talk about, so let's get started. Tag 7. Now you may wonder, what is Tag 7? North American Wood Ape Conservancy developed and implemented a novel technique for attaching radio telemetry devices without first capturing, manually tagging, then releasing the target species. As you can see, they took a burr, or something that's sticky, a sticky plant, and stuck a transmitter onto it. This was successfully activated in August of 2015. Location information acquired over the ensuing months through June 2016 using airborne and ground search teams indicated the tag was attached to a highly mobile individual ranging over an area of extremely rough and mountainous terrain encompassing approximately 115 kilometers. This study represents the first time quantifiable data can be applied to issues pertaining to movement and home range of the putative species. This method provides a significant advance as applicable to studies of relictual hominoids elsewhere. So this was the first step that the NAWAC took in radio tagging a possible wood ape or a Sasquatch and managing to track it. Now, of course, they didn't manage to track it exactly down to the actual location where it was, where they could go up to it and say, "There it is!" They couldn't do that. But they were able to at least track it a little bit and track its movements. But unfortunately, they were not able to track it fully. Oh well, better luck next time. A confessed serial liar's book on hoaxer Frank Searle is now doubtful. Loch Ness author Paul Harrison exposed. Declared to be a serial liar, phony serial killer expert exposed by The Sun. Apologizes for deceiving fans over interview claims. So this individual claimed to have interviewed Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy, and Yorkshire Ripper Peter Sutcliffe. Admitted descriptions of his career were misleading. Never worked for the FBI. He has ended... Okay. That does not continue. Within cryptozoology circles, he's known for his books, The Encyclopedia of the Loch Ness Monster, and Sea Serpents and Lake Monsters of the British Isles, but his work has to be called into question. When well-known hoaxer Frank Searle died, in Lauren Coleman's obituary, he noted that Paul Harrison wrote of the legacy of Loch Ness Monster hoaxes, but then goes on to observe, Searle did make a contribution to Loch Ness investigation, though because the publicity his photographs and stories attracted drew the world's media to the loch. So apparently this guy may be a bit of a fraud, this Paul Harrison. Yeah. Well, I'm glad to see that Lauren is keeping them honest. That's good to see. And others are keeping them honest. There's got to be that degree of honesty. Otherwise, who's going to trust us to facilitate information and to disseminate information and to pass it on to others? Good on Lauren for keeping this guy honest and keeping us honest. One other thing I wanted to mention is the new Apes Among Us podcast, which is from the NAWAC. It's really great. I've been listening to one of the episodes. I think it was the first full episode. And I've really enjoyed it thus far. And it's really good. So I would definitely recommend checking out. If you're looking for a good podcast about Sasquatch and about the wood apes. That's one you want to check out, is Apes Among Us. Available on iTunes and wherever you find your fine podcasts. Some upcoming Sasquatch and cryptozoology events. There's one called Creatures, Legends, and Lore Conference, October 12, 2019 at the Gatlinburg Convention Center. Had 2 conference halls, 12 speakers, and will run 2 hours longer than the Smoky Mountain Bigfoot Conference. There's also a Sasquatch Calling Festival. Now, I believe the most recent Sasquatch Calling Festival was profiled on ESPN not too long ago. This will take place at Saturday, September 28th, 2019, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. There's a Bigfoot calling contest. There's guest speakers, kids' activities, variety of food and drink, live music, and vendors. That takes place in Whitehall, New York. Free admission. That's good. Milwaukee Paranormal Conference coming up September 13th through 15th. There will be a Friday the 13th Fest on September 13th. Main conference at Alverno College is September 14th. There's all kinds of interesting stuff going on. Of course, there's the Bama Bigfoot Conference, which yours truly will be the MC of, and that takes place the weekend of October 4th through 6th, 2019 in Double Springs, Alabama, at the Lakeshore Resort. Looks like there's several events coming up. Second annual Sasquatch Symposium, which features Bob Gimlin. That takes place October 11th. Meet and greet speakers dinner. Symposium features Tom Powell, Sonia Zahar, Ron Moorhead, Pat Neal, Shane Corson, Rich Germeau. Saturday, October 12th. Now, where exactly does this take place? Kingston, Washington. And I'll get this ad out of the way so I can figure out. I'm trying to. It says Kingston, Washington. It says some kind of casino and hotel, but I can't see. Okay, the Point Casino and Hotel.com / okay, there you go. The Point Casino. So the one and only Bob Gimlin will be there. Very cool. Now the Bama Bigfoot Conference I've already described will have David Becara, Lyle Blackburn, members of local Alabama research organizations will be speaking, Relic Films, and other interesting speakers. Friday, October 4th through Sunday, October 6th in Double Springs, Alabama. All kinds of ghost hunts going on. Of course, Halloween's coming up, so why not go on a ghost hunt? And of course, the Sasquatch Summit is coming up weekend of November 22nd through the 23rd, the weekend before Thanksgiving. Bob Gimlin is a scheduled speaker, as is Dr. Jeff Meldrum. The Olympic Project. Peter Byrne, supposed to be there. And several others. So there's all kinds of stuff going on that's coming up. Anyway, I guess that's it for this week. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. Hope you all continue to tune in, which I'm going to be coming back weekly, by the way, starting next week. So, until then, you all be good or be good at it. This has been HBM Crypto-Corner.